Beauty queen of only 18, she had some trouble with herself. He was always there to help her. She always belonged to someone else. I drove 4 miles and miles to wind up at your door. I've had you so many times, but somehow I want more. I don't mind spending every day out in your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile, then ask her if she wants to stay a while. And she will be loved, and she will be loved. Tap on my window, knock on my door. I wanna make you feel beautiful. I know I tend to get so insecure. It doesn't matter anymore. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. It's a compromise. Move the floor. Yeah, my heart is full and my door's always open. You're coming in time. You won't. I don't mind spending every day out in your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile, and ask her if she wants to stay a while. And she will be loved, and she will be loved, and she will be loved, and she will be loved. I know where you hide, all alone in your car. All the things that make you who you are. And I know that goodbye means nothing at all. But that convinces me that you're every time she tap on my window, knock on my door. I wanna make you feel beautiful. I don't mind spending every day out in your corner in the pouring rain. Oh, look for the girl with the broken smile, and ask her if she wants to stay a while. And she will be loved, and she will be loved, and she will be loved, and she will be loved. Every day, out in your corner in the pouring rain. Please don't try so hard to say goodbye. Now on this beautiful Valentine today, find somebody you love out there. Now this time for the Brooklyn Cafe Show, done it for the years. How about that?
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the midday show. I gotta tell you, J-Lo has decided. Jalen has decided.
Oh, you know her name?
Yeah, because she gets mad at me if I use the other one. She gives me the stare.
I know. You saw that this morning?
But we decided we are going to put something together with the cafe band.
Nice. She's going to play the drums?
Drums, guitar, and flute. Do you do the flute?
I
You play the flute?
do. I do. I told Josh that in confidence yesterday.
Oh, there's no confidence in this
In
studio.
this place, if you don't wear underwear, there's no confidence.
I said, don't tell Freddie.
Did you
It's too
see
late.
Miley Cyrus actually said that
I spoke to
last
her.
weekend?
What do you think at the line?
She's like, oh, I thanked everyone except I forgot my underwear. You expecting a package?
No, that's the mailman.
I know.
I'm
I was
Mr.
wondering
Rogers.
If you got a mail
Gotta be
package.
Mr. Rogers. It's a bill. Take it back.
I got to tell you, you give us a lot of good content to post, is all I can say.
You know-
I get to rewatch our shows.
There's something wrong with you. Something
And laugh.
seriously wrong
Your
with
breastises comment, really? One's bigger than the other?
you.
Higher,
Don't
bigger,
take it on
enlargement?
Don't take
You got
it.
Steve here, so he'll be laughing with you.
Steve, don't let them take this. Wow. There's a word that they use describing men that are crooked.
Peyronie's disease.
Crooked men.
The broken
know- I don't know
carrot.
what it-
It's
I
like
don't
called
know.
broken carrot or something. That's a commercial. Yes, you've seen the commercial.
So,
Yeah.
I think it's just an ambush on men. So I said, well, what about the commercial where women have one hung low?
I've never seen a commercial with
I've
one
seen it.
hung low. I feel like that's
One
like
hung
a
low.
whole,
It sounds like a Japanese commercial.
That's the name of
it's
it.
a new Japanese food
One
commercial.
hung low beer.
They got it from Japan.
It comes with the side of egg foo young.
That's right. So we're talking about it. We're talking about how one hung low, usually the breast over the heart is upper and higher than the one under, away
I
from
think
the
he
heart.
made that up, by the way.
It's true. It's factual. I was pre-med. Trust me.
Exactly why you give us such good content. What can I say?
So she's sitting back there, and they're doing something called shorts back there, and she's laughing her head off. And I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Even you had to laugh.
The lipstick one got to me.
The
But you're gonna
lipstick one is
you're gonna
funny.
see some of the shorts. Some of the segments we're gonna be bringing to you on the shows now. So I'm gonna take some of the shorts and play them. We're gonna pop them in during the show, and they are in complete control of that mess. So you're gonna have some fun with this stuff. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day.
I like the set they put here for us around Valentine. We got some balloons, some flowers. I've got some chocolate. Nothing says love like
Chocolate.
what?
So you get
chocolate.
you get the beautiful, and I get the maniac.
You are a maniac. What says love to you? Valentine's Day. Love. Nothing says love like.
Divorce. And you still keep your stuff. After that, it's all good.
Sally says chocolate.
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 Chocolate? Do you like chocolate?
I didn't know you heard me.
Nothing says love like Steve.
My wife.
What?
Aw.
Nothing says love. Your wife? Oh.
Oh, I'm
That's
going to
lovely.
What's the matter?
cry.
You're losing your hearing? He said his
I
wife.
thought he said what? He says wife. Wow.
I'm crying.
That's so nice.
Oh, that's you. Oh,
Oh, wait, I was crying for
that would be you.
that would be you. They're newlyweds, ladies and gentlemen. As you can.
Well, not anymore. We've been married over
You're
a
always a
year.
newlywed. My
Oh,
father told me one day. I said, "Dad, it's Mom's birthday, or was it Valentine's Day? I got to go get her a card because I had to go get it for him." So he did. And he writes. He says he tells me what to write in the card, and he says we will always be newlyweds.
Aww.
He used to say that. He used to
That's
write
so
that.
sweet.
And my father was a poet. He
This
didn't
is
know
the
it.
secret to marital success.
What?
Huh?
It's called the Hunt syndrome. Huh? And if you're dating, use the Hunt syndrome. Huh? What? Huh? I can't hear you. Say what?
You are such a romantic at heart.
I believe in chocolate.
Even I crack myself up. There's nothing romantic about you.
There's something seriously demented about how you watch film.
Why?
Because you start to laugh.
Because you're just so you. What can I say?
So Freddie.
He's so Freddie. The
Yeah.
Freddieisms just continue
I
to
blame you for all of
enhance
this.
our life.
You, Netflix and whatever.
Chill.
Netflix and chill.
Dawn, nothing says love like.
Oh, quality time.
Oh, nice.
What are you, the IRS? What
Quality
is
time.
quality
Oh,
time?
quality time with my husband. I'd rather spend time with him versus.
You cooking him dinner tonight?
He's sick. Now he's sick, so we're passing it back and forth. So he'll
Little
probably
hot
go to bed.
soup with tuna fish?
Yeah, he'll go to bed early.
What do you do?
I love you, get
What do
to
you
bed.
do for quality time?
Different things. We can go to the theater, just hanging out at the house. We like museums, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's.
Do
pretty
you
much
ever
it.
like buy something unexpectedly? Like you at the museum, you buy him a dinosaur.
No. He's just really hard to buy for because he doesn't want anything. He's
Right,
just,
right. You can't ask him. You just got to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
who could turn down a toy dinosaur?
So you know what I got you for Valentine's Day?
A dinosaur?
A Dunkin' Donuts gift card
There's nothing wrong with that.
and a Home Depot gift card. Nothing says love like go buy yourself a gift.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to say K Jewelers, diamonds.
Home Depot. Who buys Home
Say
There's
Depot?
diamonds,
something wrong
but-
with that one, though.
Yeah, K Jewelers. That's what's
What
wrong with it.
what
not
happened to
diamond.
the diamond rings that come out of the bubblegum machine?
No, I'm talking jewelry diamonds.
Well,
That's
I'm
as
talking edible
Yeah, she-
diamonds.
No,
Sally's being a little
jewelry diamonds.
Sally's being a little facetious here because the reason I love to buy Sally things is she never asks me for anything.
Oh.
Well, this has ended. Our honeymoon's ended.
He's
Well-
a romantic at heart. See that, Sally?
I'm saying diamonds.
Are
So a
girls'
girl's
best
best friend.
So,
So
they
you
say.
think because I'm ill, the honeymoon has ended?
No. It continues, but maybe I changed my mind. I'm going to ask for a few things.
Now I'm gonna
No,
I'm
I
gonna
won't.
lay
Just
on
your
you,
love, Steve.
Sally. I'm gonna lay on you the gift you can get that no guy will ever say no to, ever. Edible underwear.
Oh, I was going to say this is going over the airways, Freddie.
Edible underwear is a very sophisticated gift. They sell it all over the world. It happens to be $1 billion business. And it doesn't mean you have to use them, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a gag. You remember when I bought it from I bought it for my dad to give to my mother in Puerto Rico, and I lost the damn package. I lost it somewhere. I couldn't
It's
find
just a
it.
gag, or you could gag on it.
It was. You see, this is what I mean.
It
Throws
has a
got to go
flavor?
to another dimension.
Does it have a flavor or something?
Why?
Comes
Isn't that
in
what it
6
means if
different
it's
flavors.
edible?
Oh,
You're
it's
going to
edible.
eat it, so you could.
You could stand up here. You could sit here and just chew on like a candy. Nobody knows it's an edible underwear.
Then what
So
takes
tell
the
us
fun
about
out
your
of it?
Wear
other
edible
adult
underwear.
store.
Of course you do.
No, you don't. You do
Give me a hot
not.
flash. I'm going to have to take off my jacket.
I love these shows. Freddie.
Freddie, tell us about all of your other adult store visits.
Please share, Freddie.
What else would you like to know?
Other
What?
adult stories. I'm getting a hot flash. I got to take off my jacket.
I can't because this one melts.
Oh, okay.
I'm melting. Tell her another
This is
story.
turning
There's
into an
there
X-rated
is.
show.
Oh no, but it's Valentine's Day, so we should talk about
We
all of
should.
the sexual stuff you can get. You know, they have all sorts
Sexual
of
stuff.
lubes and condoms and all sorts of exciting
Yo,
things. What's wrong with a condom?
You've either gained a lot of audience now or you've lost a lot of your audience.
No, there's nothing. First of all, let me tell you. Let me ask you a question. If you have been in a relationship and you have children, you know what sex is. And if you haven't had sex, then there's something wrong and you're call 1-800-FREDDIE, I hook you up. Because it is what it is. There's dating, what is wrong with you?
Dawn,
it's like 1-800-FREDDIE.
Yeah. What's wrong with
Dawn,
you?
what did you give him? Did he have
He's
something
having his
this morning?
own situation.
Remedy. You need to get rid of
It's
that remedy.
Valentine's Day,
think you-
guys. Loosen up.
Talk about
Love. I mean.
Well, there's a little bit of that.
Love.
There's a little bit of that.
Love.
Today is a
What
day.
does love mean to you?
Well, today is Lent.
It's also
for those
Ash
that are
Wednesday,
Catholic.
yes.
So we're going to give up hate. And what a nicer way, this is driving me crazy. What a
hitting you
nicer
in the
way,
head.
I'm going to stab this thing with a knife. What a nicer way to celebrate Lent and giving up hate than love. And love comes in a lot of different projects. You got to give something. You got to show something. I'm not being facetious.
Look, he's hitting you in the head. Sorry.
Why'd you put this stupid balloon by my head?
it's telling you stop it, stop it, stop it.
Oh, you guys are so conservative.
Aldo's in the balloon going, Freddie, stop it. Stop talking.
And
He's
I
not
noticed
alive
that-
anymore. He's now possessed the balloon,
I
Sally.
noticed that yours doesn't move.
Notice that?
But I don't understand why are you being so conservative. Sex is, you guys are American. In Europe, it's like this every day.
Sex all
You
the time.
talk about sex all the time?
Well, I'm from Europe.
You talk about sex all the time?
You must have been on
No.
the American block.
No. What? I was wrong.
She's a newlywed.
And you're a newlywed. You should be like saying absolutely.
Steve's sitting here. I can't.
Well, that's a good thing. Steve is sitting here. He's
Why should that
absolutely.
inhibit you?
Oh, I'm really inhibited now.
Uninhibited Sally.
Uninhibited. You know what they say? What's that song
Humana,
about
humana.
Sally?
What's the song?
What is it?
It's just a song. It's Josh. What's the name of Sally? The
Sally Ride?
Mustang Sally.
Actually, I had a
Lay down,
Mustang,
Sally.
and no, we don't want that one. I
Mustang
had a
Sally.
Mustang, and every time I would pull up for work, everybody sung this song to me. I sold the Mustang. I couldn't stand it. You know, Mustang Sally.
You could have sold Mustangs.
Well, no, I was selling.
Cars.
No.
No. Jewelry.
No.
I'm afraid to
job.
ask. What
Her
the hell
job.
are you selling? Hello?
No,
Okay. Vacation ownership.
Vacation ownership. Okay.
I own up to that. It's a
Come
good
on in.
product.
Hi.
But we're going to put
Am
you.
I interrupting?
Hello.
Sit right over here. Or we got more people. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, reset some chairs, and get ready to
I'm not
keep
saying
going.
nothing.
We're to come on the other side of this commercial break. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Find this amazing holiday basket, like it, comment it, and be entered to win 2 cups, coffee, tea, and some cookie dough. More to come on the other side of this commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hold on.
New giveaway. On Instagram, TikTok, comment on this post at the Brooklyn Cafe Show and win this lovely. Size matter?
Absolutely.
I mean, a woman's size.
All the time.
I mean, her body, not her
Everything.
breastises.
All of it. Add it all up.
So
No, I don't
she's in the front.
discriminate. I don't say big is bad. Big, sometimes big, bold is beautiful.
So
It all
anyway,
depends.
You sound like a cover girl.
so what would you be looking for a woman now?
Breathing. I don't judge women like that. I judge women by intelligence.
If you were,
You need a funny one now.
yeah. What do you look for now in a woman? Breathing.
Breathing.
That was funny.
At my age, you're lucky to get that. Oh, that you like.
That was funny.
That's the morning show, 9:30 every day. You can join us. Some people called in and won something. And you can do that too. Studio B, not Studio A. But if you want to call today, what's the number?
888-994-4995, Studio A. I had fun making those this morning.
I noticed. It's all about my explanation.
Because you just give us such good content continuously.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. I feel, and it's me.
But they have a lot of fun ones. We've got Dawn joining us today for Faith Stories. I'm excited. You've got Kendra joining us at 1:30.
I do. I wanted to dig in deeper in her faith and how it brought her to where she is today. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be an interesting conversation.
It always is. She's
Ken-
so smart.
Well, she has a show with us, and she did a show once on her faith.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and what happened was everybody that was involved in the production of it was amazed to find out just how deep she goes. I'm gonna tell you, whoever put this up.
Are you
Was this
laughing
you?
at the heart hitting him in the head?
That was me. I put it there. I didn't know it was going to hit you. Here, put them on the balloons or something. Or put it on the basket. Here, put it here.
I got it.
Or here.
I got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
On that note,
Who's on board? They're having fun now.
That would be Shorty, or 6'8" of him.
Dig into Kendra's faith.
yes, absolutely,
It's gonna be a
absolutely.
good show.
So I was watching listening to a podcast this morning because I'm trying to well, you weren't here on Friday. So part of the show I did on Friday was about women going through what we're all going through as we age, was taking some time to meditate. And I don't do meditation really well. So I thought I'll find a podcast for 10 minutes and I'll listen. And it was Joel Ortstein talking about how when you have difficult times, that God, it sounds like Rabbi Jenny, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And there's a reason these things are happening to get you ready for what's coming next. But you have to stay in ultimate faith. And even if it's not on your timing, it's all in God's divine timing. And whatever that means, it's getting us to where we need to be for these doors to open and all of these next things that are happening in life.
Absolutely, and that's what trials are, is they prepare you for what is coming. And those trials is where you grow in your faith. Because if it was always mountaintop experiences, you wouldn't grow. You'd be like, well, yeah, it's all about me. Well, it's not. It's about God and how he's working through your life. So, yeah.
You know, it's interesting you say that because a lot of the actors that are multimillionaires now, if you're looking at that being a level of success, will tell you their stories. And a lot of them really, really struggle. Football players, baseball players, all of them really
Absolutely.
have a tale. And they tell you all you're looking at is the tip of the iceberg.
Exactly.
You're not looking at what's beneath the ocean, which is a few miles deep, and all the struggles that it took to get them there.
Just like it's like tapestry, right? When you look at a tapestry, it's beautiful in the front, but in the back, it's a mess. Well, that's us. That's the epitome of a human being, right?
Mess?
A mess, yeah. And then once you have God in your life, He walks you through those messes and gets you to the other side so that you can, be stronger in who you are for Him.
It's funny, there was a priest that said to me one time, and I was young. I didn't even commit that many sins at the time. Says to me.
Oh, okay, because you're so perfect, Freddie.
No, I'm just saying.
At the time.
At the time.
At the time.
He says to me, God is giving you an opportunity to walk the straight and narrow so that you can stop making all these messes. So I said to him, let me ask you a question. You were born a priest? He said, no. I had a calling at the age of 25, and he went through. So I said, for 25 years, were you a mess? He says, absolutely. I said, well, let me catch up.
He still is a mess, though. Just
Well,
because he's a priest doesn't mean.
in his eyes.
Huh?
In his eyes. He doesn't think he's a priest. He follows the straight and narrow. And, all that stuff.
So I ended up listening to not 10 minutes, but the entire 30-minute podcast. And I thought, so here's how you have to follow the signs, right? I actually opened my email of 64,000 emails that I have on one email page. 64,000. I scroll for the newest ones. And it led me to, you have Girl Math, a free perk that you are not using on Amazon. So I'm like, I gotta check this out. Apparently I was not using my Amazon Music. So I opened my Amazon free music, Girl Math, and there it is, Joel Osteen's podcast. It says, listen to this top podcast. I'm like, all right, God led me to open that email. Girl Math downloaded all the things in my mind, so I had to listen to it. And I thought with you being here, it was so important. I knew Sally and Steve were coming. Because life is not always easy. There are trials and tribulations that we are all going through. And we all want whatever it is, a quick fix. We want the money. We want the big house, the new diamond from K Jewelers, whatever you want. But it's maybe not now. It could be now if God said it's now. But for whatever reason, we are on this journey to enjoy it, to learn from it, and to process every bit of it. So we have to give it up to God and just embrace the moment of what it is and know that something better is coming whenever it comes.
Sometimes adjustments happen. So you may want that big diamond ring, and instead you get a piece of something small, an onyx, that somebody gave you, and that's bigger than any diamond ring.
Well, that's a blessing.
That's a blessing because all of a sudden you see the difference between that big rock that has maybe less meaning than something it's not as expensive in terms of money, but it's coming from the heart. It's coming from a person's soul. So that becomes a bigger deal than anything else. And those are some of the fine things that we learn through faith. And it doesn't have to be Catholicism. It can be any faith. Or it could be the faith of you.
And through anything, and even through illness. And Sally and Steve are here. You got married. Everything's wonderful, right? You're living your best lives. You're retired. Sally, whatever you're doing, moving on to things, and then illness happens. How do you keep going? And then in a new marriage, even.
You never know when it's going to hit you. It can just not even illness. Sometimes it can be so many things. Gratitude, right? Gratitude for what you have. Oh, I've gotten very serious.
And support. Well, it's all Valentine's Day, right? It's all about love, loving yourself enough to love another.
First of all, I always say this, you have to love yourself first. And then, because otherwise you don't really know what love is. That's a song.
Steve, how about for you?
Well, it's, what you said is very out there, very poignant, because almost 5 years ago, I had a quadruple bypass. Right in the middle of my most productive time in my life, career-wise, and but it wasn't how I ended, And then I recovered from that, and I said, okay, that was my thing. Now I can move on and, just live my best life as my best self. And then I get hit with what I have now. Still, I got back to that point in my career where everything was smoking, So, but again, I said, this is not how I end. And so I'm halfway through my recovery, and I'll get through this, and then I'll...
You start smoking again.
I don't smoke.
I don't mean smoke like that. I mean you're gonna start smoking again. You start being productive.
Yeah. And,
you know, you're always productive and you're always smoking. The visuality of who you are is the message. You know, you're always on top of your game, whether you're in the first quarter, the fourth quarter, makes no difference. You're always in the game.
Just the fact that you're here, we're so grateful that you're here, and congratulations for getting through half of your treatments right now.
Thank you very much.
That's incredible, and for to be here on Valentine's Day, so I'm touched and honored that you're here with us.
He showed up. He's really not feeling that well. I just want to let you know.
But he's here.
But he's here.
Yeah.
And we have to applaud the effort.
Sometimes we don't feel any better if we're home.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, I'm glad he showed
Right?
up.
And at least if you're out, you see people, you know, we appreciate you, we love you, and you're embraced by community.
The only thing better about home right now is that's where my medication is.
He forgot to bring it.
Well, if we time it the right way, then you can get home and get it in time.
I'm pretty good about timing my meds, but trust me.
Well, thank you for joining us and being here. We've got Sharon. I don't know if Sharon has a mic.
I do.
We have a camera on her, Josh?
Is it on?
Sharon, how about for you? God's timing and faith. Sharon Rubin is with us.
I think timing is everything. I think the first recording I ever did was called It's About Time. So it's about time that I get to sit here and talk about doing what I love on Valentine's Day with my husband, Stuart. We're married a long time. And I think timing is everything, and it goes along with the time we have to make the most on this beautiful planet and all that surrounds us. And
how long have you been married?
Oh, over 50 years.
Wow.
Shut up. You don't look old enough.
We're very
close. I get it back with 5.
crazy.
I'm sorry.
We're very close to you. We've been married 14 months.
14 months. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, isn't it?
You've been married over 50 years?
Perfect for Valentine's Day.
I have. Yes.
Where's your bell? That's like...
That's why bells ding.
That's a bell. Freddie's
So you have it.
Freddie's in awe.
You didn't ask how old I was when I got married.
I'm in shock.
I'm thinking
You were 10, right? 5.
Would you get married at birth?
Almost. But that is all about timing. And that in this time in my life, I'm able to do what I love and be here today, because I loved being here last year, getting to talk about Two Guys and a Doll do Broadway, and that I can still do what I love. And I have such a strong passion about doing what I've done all my life. So it's timing, all right.
Says a lot.
It's timing, right? But it's not our timing.
No, it's funny. You said to me one day, what is a legacy? These are all legacies. So what you're going through is what people are going to remember you. And when you're not feeling well, you still show up, Steve. You put something that all of us absorb. And the healing process begins because we want you to get better. And it makes us better for it. And then you hear a story, 50 years. My parents were married for 66, 67 years.
Wow.
It's the longest couple I've ever met.
Wow.
And it's not easy doing marriage for that long for anybody. So congratulations. And another Valentine.
It is.
Which is a lot of fun, no?
Because you got to keep doing what you love. And that keeps you fresh and new and alive. You have to make it happen, though.
Doing what you love and loving what you do. Do you love what we do?
A little bit.
Do you do what you love?
If I didn't love what I did, I wouldn't be doing it. Because you know me. It's time to switch it to something else. But I love what I do because every day is different.
Every day is different.
Kidding.
And the kids and you guys make it even more. I did not know that you were going to be here today. So when I saw you, I was like, it's going to be a good day.
It's a good day.
Because no matter what happens today, he's here.
Thank you for that, Freddie.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Before we get into Guys and Dolls, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I think we've got another short to put in.
Yeah, they're going to be
And we'll
playing.
come back, talk to Sharon, and then Kendra, and more to come on this beautiful Valentine's Day. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. Two Guys and a Doll. We're going to talk about with Sharon Rubin when we get back from commercial break. More to come. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
South Florida, are you ready? Backed by popular demand, the True Oldies channel presents the 1-800-ALARM-ME Saturday Night Dance Fever. Live in concert, Tavares. The Tramps featuring Earl Young. Evelyn Champagne King. The legendary Blue Notes. George McRae. The Cover Girls. The Sugar Hill Gang. Hosted by Denny Terrio. Saturday, March 23rd at Meisner Park Amphitheater in Boca Raton. It's the 1-800-ALARM-ME Saturday Night Dance Fever. Live in concert. Tickets on sale now at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Brought to you by 1-800-ALARM-ME, The Robes Law Group, North Star Memorial Gardens, and Lifegate Acupuncture.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Now we have an excuse.
We heard the segment yesterday. Men don't really care about the size or the location.
Rise.
Do you think men actually look at that? Really? It makes a difference? It's not like beauty from within?
I didn't want to say nothing, but breast inflection, induction, whatever the hell, enhancement is numero uno because men like it. Women like it. Everybody
but don't you get to the point where it just doesn't matter anymore?
Yes, it does never.
You never get to
Never,
that point?
because those bad boys, it's like Jordan sneakers. There is really something wrong with you. You and that program are dangerous.
It's fun to clip you. That's all I can say.
Anyway,
we've got Sharon Rubin joining us.
Wait a minute, I want to give credit for
Positive Direction.
Yes,
Johnny
'cause
Melnick in the house.
was in the house, and who put that together? Our own
Paxton Sumner.
Is that his name? I thought it was Summer.
Sumner.
It reminds me of the Four Seasons. Summer, winter, fall.
You're on a roll. But
I
he
thought
did
it
a
was
great
Summer.
job.
What are you laughing at?
I heard a voice from beyond.
Simmer.
Sumner. Is he behind us?
Yes, he is.
So he's editing Johnny's piece, and I see it over the weekend. It's got Johnny with one N. So I asked Johnny how many N's are in his name. He tells me 2. Now the piece says Johnny with 3 N's.
That's 3 N's.
Johnnny.
That's because the finger on the computer got stuck.
So we're going to put that back together again.
And there's another collaborations is wrong. It has 2 S's and only 1.
All right, more to fix.
But we do this on purpose to find out if you're really watching. And nobody's called in, so you ready? What is it with these ISOs? These ISOs really stink.
We got to get you into makeup. Brighten up your skin tone, your eyes a little brighter.
Anybody puts an ISO on me again, I swear to God, I'm going to get up, I will put a pellet in your ear.
Makeup, you can't say things like that.
I can.
No. Anyway, we've got Sharon Rubin joining us. Singer, actress, comedian, and storyteller.
And Sharon would appreciate the fact, Sharon, I used to have a show called Two Boys from Brooklyn and Abroad. And iHeartRadio made me change the name.
I don't know why. Why would they do that?
Because I couldn't use the word broad.
Because you used the word boy?
Broad, B-R-O-A-D.
Oh, broad.
Yeah, like Broadway, broad. So then Dawn comes a month later and she creates her own show on another radio station.
Can we lighten her, Josh?
That was called Two Broads from Boca.
Different radio station.
And they didn't mind.
No.
But iHeart made me change the word broad.
That's when we were with Beasley.
Yeah.
I don't think it has a bad connotation.
Oh, I do.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Broad?
Broad?
Broad.
I think if it's said in jest, you don't think about it. It's
If
not
you
like
lived in
back
New
in the
York,
day.
you would have heard it every day.
Right.
Yeah.
It's according who's saying it, you know?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Back in the day. Sharon, well, welcome back. You've got Celebrates Life Through the Art of Broadway Song. We actually got this in the mail. You sent us this.
Oh, good.
And this is, you put together in honor of Jeffrey Weinstein.
Well, I was here with Jeff Weinstein, and he loved Two Guys and a Doll do Broadway. So, yes, I thought it would be very lovely to do that in his memory. Sure, absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about this event. It's coming up on Sunday, January 25th,
Yes,
2
it
o'clock
is.
matinee at Boca Black Box, right on Glades Road.
Right.
Sharon Rubin and her guys.
Right. Two guys that are really fabulous Floridian performers, Michael Scott Ross and Jonathan Van Dyke. They're really dynamite on stage, and we're 3 friends from 3 different generations, and we really bring our audience, it's immersive theater, into the history of their lives using the Broadway song, and we just have a blast on stage. The audience loves it. They walk in feeling one way, they walk out feeling another way, because music does create memories and creates serotonin, makes you feel good. So I love being part of it. I created it with a New York musical director, and it's been very successful in New York, and we've been doing it in Florida for the last few seasons.
Oh, you've had it for a while then.
Yes, it keeps growing and tweaking it and polishing it, and it's been a wonderful journey.
That's incredible. Tickets are available how?
At Black Box Center, for the Arts, or they can go and call the box office, and or they can go to the theater on February 25th at 2 p.m. for the Sunday matinee and join in some fun.
Boca Black Box is a great venue.
Yeah, they were here, actually.
It's a lot of fun. It's a convenient location. What else have you got going on? I know you've got another show that
Yes,
Freddie's
I have
got.
another show on March 9th at the Skulnick Performing Arts Center, and that's a culmination of favorites of mine and yours. My years from being on Broadway, Radio City, just songs that I love to sing, and you can feel the vibration of the audience as they enjoy hearing them. So I put together a new show. Always have to have a challenge. So I have 2 shows circulating in my head, and that's on March 9th, Saturday night. And that's my one-woman show that I've, do a one-woman show in New York over the years. So I'm doing what I love. As I said before, I feel very fortunate.
Did you do the one-woman show on Broadway?
No, I did Hal Prince's Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay.
And the one-woman show is like at Feinstein's and different cabaret theaters in New York that are very well, people love the intimacy. Now Birdland is very popular again, so people have gone back to that type of venue that they enjoy hearing people that relate to them. Very different from a Broadway stage. As I say, it's very cozy.
But you've done both.
Yes, I have.
Now you gotta walk me through Broadway. You gotta walk me through what it feels like the very first time you did it.
Well, the first time I did it was at the Broadway Theater on 50th Street when I went to audition. And it was between myself and another young woman. And I think I sang a high B flat in a song called Show Me from My Fair Lady. And they came backstage and said, I want you. And I was married, not too long at that time. And I had to go and tell my husband that I had an opportunity to be in Fiddler. That time it was in the National Company out in Las Vegas. And I remember my Jewish mother said, you gotta go. Opportunity only strikes once, and you have a beautiful opportunity. So I have a fabulous husband who was very understanding, and I went on the road. I went on the road with Howard Keel when I was 18 for 3 months, and my parents let me do that. So this was another step in taking risks that you have to do when you want to build a career and get recognized and keep on working at it.
But you took the initiative and you went and you did it. In other words, this whole thing, your career started because you took a chance, you believed in yourself, and then the calling came.
Well, when you have a talent, I was just speaking with Sally here about her art, and I think when something speaks to you, you can't keep it suppressed. Everybody I think has a gift in various ways, not necessarily artistic, and you have to have a vehicle to express it. So yes, I knew that I had to sing. I knew that I loved to entertain, and I've had a lot of practice.
How long were you on the road for?
Well, when I did Howard Keel, I was in Carousel. I was on the road for 3 months. And then when I did Las Vegas, we were there for 6 months. 3 shows, I think I did 3 shows a day at that theater. It was it was a lot. When I was at Radio City, I did 4 shows a day, 7 days a week as principal vocalist. So
4 shows a day, 7 days a week.
Well, think about it. If you ever gone to Radio City, under the Rockettes, do all the shows. But I loved it.
But what time in the day? I mean, you start at 12, at 3, at 5, and
I think it's a while ago, but yes, I think that was. And I really did walk into the stage door of Radio City. I didn't have an appointment, and I said I was there to see the stage manager. He took me into the conductor's office. I sang People from Funny Girl. And next thing I knew, I was in rehearsal for 4 shows a day, 7 days a week. So something was talking to me.
What's it like to perform at Radio City?
Unbelievable. I used to sit there as a little girl really dreaming that someday I'd be on that stage. Got there. It's beautiful.
What role did you play in Fiddler?
You played it?
I was Frumacera.
Oh, okay.
I've done Huddle, but I was Frumacera.
We actually just saw Fiddler.
So did I. Wasn't it phenomenal?
It was excellent. At the Wig. At
Yeah.
the Wig. It was beautiful.
Well, Michael Scott Ross, who's in Two Guys and a Doll Do Broadway, was Muttle. So he's a great talent, and I'm very lucky to have him in my show. That was a great production.
Great production.
Your show is going to be incredible. Look at the names that you've got doing this whole event with you on Broadway at Black Box.
Well, the event is unbelievable. I love the journey, how she got there, because, you know, in this house, in this studio, you have a handful of kids that are trying to live the dream. And every day, Dawn and I tell them, you have to believe in the dream. And then friends come along who have done their success and their roles and everything else to keep that fire going. And then here you have another legacy. And you always ask me about legacy, and I'm looking at how you come about and how you got your wish and your desires, and you're still doing it.
But I love what you said. The Jewish mother says to you, you got to go. You got an opportunity. You got to go. And this was in a time, you've been married 50 years.
Right.
The women couldn't just pick up, you could, but they didn't. We didn't.
Correct.
Just pick up and go and say, honey, I'm going to pursue my career. Thank you so much. Will you be here? So, you know, that's so great that Stu was like, yeah, go, pursue your career.
50 years.
Because 50 years ago or 40 years ago,
That's something.
that wasn't something that women always did.
Well, that's what I was thinking when I said it, actually. But when you talk about legacy, I have 2 grandsons. They're both very talented, and the older one was in a gifted program for singing. And to see that genetic component passed over to my 2 beautiful boys, Jax and Brody, and Jax, who sings beautifully, it's beyond words that I hope I can, you know, give him the legacy of what it takes to be successful and never stop persevering.
So would you encourage them to be in music, in the music industry?
Excuse me, I didn't hear you.
Would
say
you
that.
encourage them to be in the music industry?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I'm taking my grandson. I said, I'm going to give you a voice lesson with my voice teacher by Carnegie Hall. And he was very excited because he's entering a competition.
How old is he?
He's 15. He's going to be 16 next week.
Wow. Voice teacher in Carnegie Hall.
When are you going to write the book?
You never can, when I slow down, but I don't know if that'll ever happen.
I got to tell you, that's a story in itself. That's a story in
I mean,
itself.
the places you've performed, the stages, the audiences, it's like a pinch me moment in a dream.
Yeah, but I was able, why I'm so lucky is because in the midst,
They're going to switch to...
that I was able to be married at a very, very, very young age. And was able to have that, because to have that, to not have that, I would feel a void in my life. So I do have it all.
I was going to say, can you have it all? You have it all.
Not that it isn't easy, but I do.
Well, nothing good in life is easy.
No, it's wonderful.
But that's some story. That's amazing.
Are you in Florida full time now, or are you back and
No,
forth?
I still live in New York.
Wow.
But we come down for 2 months, and that's been, I get to sing quite a bit when I'm here. My husband doesn't get to relax because I'm always singing. But the audiences down here are very receptive. They're inundated with so much talent, and they make entertainment so much a part of their lives. So it forces you to keep the level really excellent, because they're very discerning when it comes to entertainment. So it's been great.
What an incredible talent, legacy to leave to your grandchildren, and the life that you've lived. You're right, she should write a book.
Oh, it's coming. Somebody's going to grab a hold of it, and it's going to happen.
What would you call your book?
Huh?
Sharon, what would you title your book?
I'd have to think about that, because I wouldn't want to be trite. You know, everybody says never give up, you go for your dream. I'd have to come up with something very unique so people would be inquisitive, that it wasn't just typical. I'll share one other thing with you, is that what really has given me the drive to persevere and conquer is that I had polio as a kid when I was 4. Wow. And so I was in a hospital for a year, and I used to entertain the people there. And I just, I really believe, and I do share this on the stage, in Two Guys and a Doll Do Broadway, because I couldn't do every role when I had to do certain things with my right arm, and that's all I had, residually. But it, you know, just made me want to be the best I can, more than maybe most people, because I knew there were some obstacles that I had to overcome. But it really just drove me more to be the best I can be.
So you've been performing since you were 4?
Yes, in the Catskill Mountains when I got up in a hula skirt and entertained with a band.
And what did your parents say?
They were very supportive because when I got into Juilliard when I was 14, and I studied with, yeah, and I had had an operatic career, and then when I sang at Radio City, Licia Albanese, who was known for her Madame Butterfly at the Metropolitan Opera, something told me to sing a high B flat. I did, and she walked across the Rockette rehearsal studio where we were rehearsing, and she says, "I want to teach you." And she took me on because God gave me a voice, and she heard that, and she wouldn't take any money from me. And I studied with her for about a year, but then Hal Prince offered me fiddler, and she was like astounded that I was going to leave the operatic stage to go to Broadway, but I did. And what was your question again?
What did your parents say?
Oh, they were, there's a Yiddish word called kvel, which means to shep naches. It means to be proud. And they would listen. My father was European, and he was sort of quiet about it. But my mother saw what I loved to do, and other people encouraged her to give me every opportunity. So she schlepped me around, to work with the best people and make this possible. And they were very, very supportive and very proud of, what I got to do.
She's like a real live funny girl.
Yeah. Right, that was great on Broadway, by the way.
It's a life that's surreal. I mean, from beginning to end.
No, I think most people have lives we don't know about, complexities and headaches. But they don't get an opportunity to talk about it on the Brooklyn Cafe.
Can I share something, Sharon? This is beautiful, your story, but I have to just share this with you. I always wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be on the stage very much.
You're beautiful enough to be.
I was trained by someone a little bit at Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London.
Okay.
I got married at 19, and this was my dream, to be on the stage. He said to me, before we got married, this was my first husband. We're not together. I'm with Steve. But he said to
about him
yeah,
often.
we have, yeah. He said to me, if you do that, we're not getting married. I chose getting married. And to today, I mean, I can't go back, but I've been here when you mentioned the Brooklyn Cafe for over a year and a half now. I absolutely love it. I love show business. I love everything about it. And I often think, hearing your story when you went ahead, which is unbelievable. I didn't. But just to say, I got married again. You're never really too late to do it.
Absolutely.
I mean, have I lost a lot of years of going on the stage? Yes, but that's okay. But you're never too late to give up on a dream. And your dream is amazing. I love everything that you just said.
Thank you. And you have a lot to bring to your art now with your paint that you might not have had when you were younger.
Right. And
all that life experience.
I probably might not, because my story, it's a strange story, but
Right.
every bit of it is true. And I just love telling people, motivating people, and explaining what happened to me. But to see how you've lived and what you've achieved is beautiful, beautiful.
I have no regrets, really.
Beautiful.
That's something I have no regrets.
Lovely.
Isn't that incredible? Stewie, are you retired?
More or less, except to follow Sharon around and kind of keep a calming influence and keep things above level with everybody in the show and so on and so forth. But
You have the hard part, Stu.
and I also come from a bit of a background where my mother was a dancing teacher for 46 years. I grew up in Maine, and she was the principal or the major dance teacher recognized in Maine. But at the age of 17, she grew up in Boston, and at the age of 17, she was a dance captain of the Jewish theater.
Wow.
And as I said, she went on to teach after she married my father. And on top of that, her sister became a principal ballerina at Radio City Music Hall in the late 30s and early 40s. So theater is somewhat in my blood, but I will also tell you that at my mother's dancing school, she had three sons, so we all ended up having to take dancing lessons, either ballroom or tap. But I constantly was behind her, mimicking her, and getting thrown out of her dancing school time after time. So, it's all there.
He's going to tell you why, because he was fooling around with the ballerinas and them.
That's like our morning show. Do you
he was going to get to that part. He was going to get. Yeah, but I really couldn't have done it without Stewie. That sounds corny, but I couldn't. He's very.
So how did you guys meet?
Oh, whoa!
My story or hers?
No, my story. No, you're on.
There's two stories.
Always.
No, I was performing in the Catskills, and then a fellow I really didn't like said, "You want to go to a fraternity party?" And I was free, and Stu opened the door in Queens and Left Rock City, and I really did. I sing a song on my show called "Zing Went the Strings of My Heart." Judy Garland made it famous, and when I sing that song, I really, you always have to have as an actress an inner tape going on about what the song is, so the person you're singing it to believes you that it's a true story. And zing went the strings of my heart when Stewie opened the door. There was something, and I did follow him around. And the next day, he ended up stopping by at my home in Mount Vernon. And it was his background, his mischievousness, which to this day drives me crazy, but it's special of who he is. So that's how we met.
All right, Stewie, what's your story?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Be nice.
I think I'll skip it.
Oh.
That's why they're married 50 years.
Amazing. See? She tells her story, and he's like your father. I'll skip it.
That's why they're married 50 years. Whatever the truth story is, that third line, but the bottom line is that you are together, and
right.
He has to keep things afloat and keep it light. And there's. My mother used to say, in every relationship, somebody has to lessen a little bit for it to work, because things get intense between two people all the time. So, in this case, the legacy lives, and he knows what he's doing.
You have just something to look forward to, I think, is also important.
Oh, they work nicely.
So give us some more information on the two shows, Sharon.
So Two Guys and a Doll do Broadway, the Boca Black Box Center for the Performing Arts in Boca Raton, February 25th, which is a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. Come be entertained. Love to see your faces, your eyes as I look out in the audience. And it's all about life's journey using the Broadway song. You will relate.
And then your Sharon Rubin
Favorites of Mine and Yours is on March 9th, Saturday night, 7 p.m. at the Skolnick Cultural Center in Pompano. It's a beautiful place, and I perform there every year, and this year I'm doing my one-woman show, Favorites of Mine and Yours, and I'd love to see you there.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your stories with us. Wow, I'm looking forward to the one-woman Broadway show of Sharon's life, because imagine what that's like. It's, every girl's dream, as Sally says, to get up on this big stage and say, wow, I can do that, and you did it. You did it in a time when women didn't do it, except for Stewie's mom, which is incredible, because if you think about that, in the 30s, for your mom to do what she did on stage and to be a performer and do everything and then get married and raise children, just shows you women empowerment always existed. We just didn't call it that, right? Because women did what they felt they had to do internally, and now there's a name for it, but
right.
It's amazing what we always have done without a name. We just did it.
When my mother
behind the scenes, right? We just did what we had to do.
When my mother was alive, she would tell you, women empowerment, I have been doing that since I married your father.
That's what I'm saying, so.
I tell them, go throw out the garbage. That's empowerment.
Incredible.
That's what she used to say all the time. I just don't get it. And you know something?
Now there's a name.
LeBron James is a great basketball player, but when his wife says, go throw out the garbage, you think he tells her no?
Well, look at Mama Kelsey. She is now, I think, the new face for Ziploc bags.
I heard she's not going to do a podcast with Swift. They asked her to. She says, no, I'm my own person.
Mama Kelsey, she's going to do her own thing.
Her own thing with her sons.
Ziploc, and I think one of the airlines, maybe JetBlue, she's doing too.
It's just
I don't know.
Phenomenal.
All about the moms. All right, we're going to take a commercial break on this Valentine's Day. Check out all the information on Sharon Rubin, Two Guys and a Doll at Boca Black Box on Sunday, February 25th, and then March 9th at the Skolnick Center. More to come on the other side of this break. Hopefully we got Kendra joining us and hear her faith stories. Kendra Erica joining us all the way from L.A.
You know who else we got in here?
Johnny Melnick.
He can't hear me.
And I think Robert's in the studio also.
Robert's here too. He's going to get the full-blown version of everything going on anyway.
More to come on the other side of this commercial break, and we will be right back.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with. Welcome to the AMP Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, AMP Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
No.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do. Baby, hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see the faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming, so here, let's eat.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Stop
times of your days all begin and end with me. I want to see your face in every kind of light of your days. Let the reasons and the rhymes of your days with me.
Holy smoke. Okay. How you like that, big boy? You didn't expect that, did you? Okay, so now
I saved his bacon.
Bacon, ham, cheese, whatever. So now that you heard that, I'm gonna build a set. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna find a way to put in the set.
What are you building?
A stage, like a kidney stage.
Okay, but then you have to buy me back with the music, and he can
Oh
play
no,
as
I'm gonna
beautifully
have
as
your
he
name
plays.
put up there, so you gotta come back. But
Sharon, how long are you in town for?
How long have I been?
Are you in town for?
Oh, through March 31st.
Oh, we got plenty of
Johnny, how
of
about
stuff
we do
to
another
talk to you
show
about.
with you and Sharon? That was easy.
How about
You do make that piano sing, I have to say. You inspired me. I wasn't going to sing.
How about Suncoast?
Sunscape.
Them two. What we're going to be doing, and they have a beautiful
You're so
piano.
consistent.
Hey, listen, if I wasn't consistent, nobody would listen. And they have a beautiful piano. Can you imagine these two filling up that? It's like
She's not here that long.
When is it?
Oh yeah, you're here for the end of March. March 21st.
31st.
She's
The
here till
event's the
31st.
21st.
What are you doing to me? Hey, what's the matter with you?
I have to go home to see my tulips bloom.
But I would only imagine when it sounds, what a voice, huh?
And then put her on one of Johnny's Tuesday night shows.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, Johnny, we got to get to the interview because she's waiting, but I have to tell you that your show, the numbers have exploded. Artists are coming forward because they finally understood that if you write a song and you got nowhere to go with it and you put it in the closet, this man is giving you an opportunity to be on radio and to get it produced and everything else. I'm getting phone calls from all over the country.
The host of Song Studio, Johnny Melnick, on Tuesday evenings.
Well, I ain't got too many steps.
Do you know who wrote that song? Michel Legrand, right? He wrote very schmaltzy songs like that. Beautiful.
Schmaltzy.
Right?
Schmaltzy.
Didn't he write the Summer Nose as well? Yes. No, very rich melodic tunes.
It's French. It's
right.
very melodic. Very
right. Comes easy. Right.
This is easy for them. All right, we're gonna have to bring you all back and do a real show. Put it on radio. Do it the right way. But Johnny does play that piano keys beautifully, right?
He's
piano
pretty good.
is.
I taught him everything he knows.
That piano was my great grandmother, so she's 110.
That's
I believe that piano
106-year-old
is.
piano?
Yeah,
Oh,
at least.
Wow. I thought you were saying your grandmother's 110.
She may
No,
be
but
in
the piano is 110.
She's in there somewhere.
No, there's nothing like those. What brand is it? I can't see from here.
It's a Stack, I think. All right. While we're on to music, the music you saw after commercial break came from the one and only legendary singer-songwriter Kendra Erica. So she's joining us for Dawn DeMarco Books, a segment on Fate Stories. So let's roll. Oh, there's Kendra. All right.
You got to roll the open.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. No, that's not okay.
Or not.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm great. Just celebrating Valentine's Day and holding out for that one call or text to come through that's like, hey, let's go to dinner.
Let's turn that fan off, Grace.
Yeah.
Let's turn the fan off so we can hear Kendra.
So I wanted to, first of all, I want to thank my sponsors, Broken Garage Door and Tavilla Properties. And I want to thank you, Kendra, for
Thank
coming
you.
on Faith Stories and just sharing your faith and how it led
led you to where you are today. Do we still have?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, great, cool, fantastic. So can you just share a little bit about, your faith in God and how He has brought you to where you are today and the journey that He has led you on?
Well, Dawn, I want to say I am very appreciative and grateful to be on your show.
Aww.
First and foremost, I know we've been planning this, and it's great that it's on Valentine's Day because we want to show love to God.
Absolutely.
So, and vice versa. So, my journey in my faith is I was brought up Christian, more spiritual, not really like heavily religious, which is a good thing.
Right.
I was baptized at a little later in life at age 12, and it was because I had friends that influenced me to get baptized because I was Andrews and I had friends that were very faith-based.
Mm-hmm.
However, throughout my journey with faith and with spirituality, I just started to notice that I kept having these experiences where I felt protected by God. And one of those stories is the story that I tell countlessly, and that is when I graduated high school, I wanted to jet off to New York or to LA right out, like rip off the cap and gown, send me to LA, send me to New York, where I could start my career and likely be in the circuit of like Disney and Nickelodeon and all that. So I told my mom that I wanted to do this, but she pumped the brakes on it.
Thank God. Mom was smart.
And it's because something God told her to cause that or to delay that very stylistically by divine design.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because she wanted me to go to college and get a 4-year degree, which I did. I went to Lynn and I got a degree in communications and international business, and something other than music, which she instructed.
Yep. And there's so much wisdom in that, Kendra. It's a delay. Sorry, go ahead.
And I feel that God told her to guide me to do that, because then I wouldn't become another statistic in this industry.
Right.
Because as we've seen so many acts in Disney and in Nickelodeon, a lot of these young acts, you can just see they're cognitively dissonant right now.
Yeah.
And they've been affected so much by this industry, and by being such in a vulnerable and impressionable and amenable state that these predators and handlers have easily been able to mold them and shape them.
Yeah, and which I'm so sorry. I swallowed my cough drop as I inhaled. I was trying not to cough, Kendra. I'm so sorry. Goodness gracious me. Okay, so on that note, Dawn, thank you.
So the cough drop is causing the cough. Got it.
I know. It was like I inhaled and the sucker went flying down my throat. Anyway, you know what I find so amazing is that, and thankful that your mom was so wise in protecting you and not allowing you to go when you wanted to go, and how God's protection has been with you every step of the way. And one of the questions that I want to ask, and you probably have asked this question many times on Dawn and Freddie's show, is did you always want to be a singer?
I did.
Okay. So
it was like something when I was like 4 years old, I was like, this is what I want to do.
There's that number 4 again.
Yeah.
Wow. And so as you started to sing at 4 years old, did you sing in church? Was that something that you did?
No, I sang for my parents' dinner parties, and I was tone deaf, and my parents had to bring out extra bottles of wine so people could tolerate it.
Oh, that was priceless. It'd kind of be like me singing now, because I am so tone deaf, it's ridiculous. So when people can sing, I'm so blown away by the gift that God gave them, you know? So you had mentioned to me how, in hindsight, you were so appreciative of your mom, how she made you wait to go out to New York and LA, and how that it was God's that helped you grow in who you are. So could you expand on that a little bit?
Well, to continue on with my journey and with all those symbolic moments of those epiphanies that, oh, he's protecting me. I then started meeting this person and that person and this mover and this shaker in this town, and for some reason the people that I would meet, those whatever was to come out of it didn't come there. Nothing came out of it, and it was because God was protecting me. Because I was, and this is one point, one event in particular. I was at the MTV Awards in New York one year, and I was like 24 then, and I had a former manager that wanted to introduce me to Charlie Walk. Mm-hmm. And Charlie Walk didn't want to take the meeting with me because I was too old. I'm 24, Dawn.
Hello.
And I'm too old.
And how old is Charlie?
Yeah. So I think we can all fill in the blanks when it comes to that.
Right. Absolutely. And wasn't there... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, girl.
No, and I was just going to say that was God, like, protecting me.
No doubt. No doubt. And wasn't there another dad that came into play who stepped in and ended up being too controlling for you?
Well, I wouldn't say too controlling, but I did come into contact with Zendaya's father. And I just remember his style was a little bit too aggressive, too brazen for me. Like when I was on the red carpet, he would snatch my phone out of my hand and say, "Stars don't carry their phones with them," on the red carpet. And I'm like, I'm just trying to get photos. Like, hello, that's the whole name of the game, to get content. So that was one instance. Another instance is he started off being pseudo complimentary about my music and what I've been putting out, but then he passively came back with like a back-ended compliment in saying, "Oh, your stuff is good, but how about I introduce you to other producers that you can work with?" Mm-hmm. I took a look at the producers that he sent me, and they were all like ghetto rap, all the stuff in this industry that makes it a little dark.
Yeah, and you're definitely not dark, for sure.
Yeah, no. I need a full spray tan in order to make that happen.
Right? So now you have a new manager, Jason Bauman. Is that correct?
Jason Dowman, yeah, he's more of a consultant, but I just call him my manager.
Got you.
Yeah.
And so, what is your process to write a song? How does that happen? Is it inspired by God, or are you inspired by what's going on in your life? How does that work?
So when I get in the studio, I like for whatever comes in the moment to come in the moment, because that's how you remain present. But I always seem to pull from different life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And I always make sure that I have a very good philosophical conversation with whomever I'm collaborating with, because we need to get deep in order to break down the four walls, because we can't operate within obligation. We need to get philosophical and deep in order to pull from all points of the ether, and then that's how we write, and that's how we carve out the message of the song, is by doing that.
Kendra, we always love having you and hearing your stories. And we see the red carpet and we watch all these award shows, and you wonder, what's it like on the other side, the prep work and the staying grounded side of it. And you always do. And you always come back to us and share your story. So we're always so grateful for that.
Yeah, by the way, Kendra, I absolutely love that red dress. You look amazing in it.
Wait, what red dress?
And Have My Way with You.
Yeah, in the video you sent.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was so fun. I didn't want to take it off.
I bet.
Can I run out of here and
So thank you, Kendra, so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us and sharing your story.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon, next time
awesome.
you come down.
Thanks, Kendra.
Yeah, I'll be back in town in a couple weeks. So
Yay.
Perfect. Come on in. Let us know when.
Bye.
Kendra actually does a show called Kendra Live with us. And she took a couple of weeks off because she was doing some work in Vegas, probably to make the latest
Awesome
song
video.
video. So I'm going to text her in a little while to see if I can get Kendra Live back, because we do it on Thursdays, I think it is. And we got a show from South America starting again March 1st. So all of them are coming back.
More things happening. And Johnny Melnick's show started last Tuesday, Johnny. That was incredible.
I didn't see it. I was there, but I didn't see it. I was too busy trying to keep it together.
It was your debut show, and you had an award, a Grammy Award winner on the show with you.
Yes, Paul Hoyle.
Yeah, and a lot of people saw it, and a lot of people made comments about it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
It's not only creating it, but then doing something with it. Our host here as well made a career about doing it. And after that little verb that you just did, I can see why, man. You got talent. It's unbelievable. So that's what it's all about. But I have to thank you, because, that's been a lifelong dream. When I first met Kendra 10 years ago, I think it was 10 or 9 years around there, I always had this idea of doing something for artists that were coming out, and they had nowhere to go.
What do you have on the bottom of your shoes? Squeaky.
What's this khaki Saturday?
You got to put oil on your shoes,
Yeah,
buddy.
squish.
But with Kendra, when she came along, I've had this idea for 10 years, and the only one brave enough to participate and do it has been you.
Well, listen. Once a cat gets out of the bag, you should be a flood of people.
Well, it takes a
stepping
little.
forward. But there are a lot of people who say they want to do things, and then when you put the shine of light on them, they
Nothing happens. That's what I'm saying. You had you
Step
were
up.
brave enough to do it. I've been after her for 6 years, brave enough to do it. 4 years, brave enough to do it. At least with her, she decided, okay, I'll take
right
a shot.
away.
I'll take a shot. But a lot of people in the house took time. Sarah Spiritual took time as well. All of these people that I met in the business took time to finally feel like they are worthy enough to put it on a bigger stage and do it, except for you at 4 years of age. You built the stage as opposed to play on the stage, which it should be like that. But you know, somebody like her doesn't come along too often.
No, I know.
But it's a remarkable, and you still don't understand. You will if you stay with me long enough. Why did he take my paddle? He's sticking to the floor? He took the paddle. I wanted to show the shoes. But I just want to thank you again. I know every time I'm like a broken record, but there's a reason why I thank you. All the floods of love and appreciation for what you are attempting to do for every songwriter and giving them an opportunity to be heard. You can't measure that. You don't get it yet, but you will. As soon as one of them becomes, that's nice. As soon as one of them becomes the next Kendra, and she's growing and going as it goes along. So it's a remarkable.
Who's your next guest next week?
I've asked a good friend of mine, Jamie King Colton. This gentleman has been pretty much around the world. He was he's a Detroit native. Got signed by Motown. He was in his
Motown.
In his teen years. I met him probably in 1986. The first time I met him. I doubt if he remembers. But Jamie is right here in Boca Raton. Dion Denucci. Dion and the Belmonts from Bronx.
Yep.
Wow.
He's been a sax player for many, many years, traveled all over the world.
Is he coming in?
He's going to be here on Tuesday, I believe.
But he's going to be in the studio. Perfect.
And did you ask the Grammy winner if he'll come down and do a set with us in here?
Paul?
Yeah.
I haven't spoken.
Just
spoke
call
to
him.
Right after the show when he was.
Let's call him. I want to bring him down. I got another twist for you.
We can call him in.
Okay.
Call him in again, sure.
Absolutely. Have some fun. Have some fun with this as we go along. You see, you've inspired me. I'm building a stage. I'm bringing Grammy Award winners. Listen, you're in my house. If you're here, it's a sign for me.
I agree.
It's a sign, and I'm just going to take advantage of the sign. And I'm going to push you until push gets over and over.
Yeah, it's called following the road. I'm just on the road, man.
It's called Bashert, and means meant to be.
Bashert. I like that.
When things is destined.
We're going to bring you over to our side.
And it's funny because Dawn, I asked her to work 4 years it took for that bullshit thing to take hold.
But now.
4 years. And the why me's.
Bashert.
I'm Puerto Rican, honey.
Bashert.
It's the Latino in me coming out.
You done did.
What is it, Bashert?
Bashert.
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 B-A-S-H-E-R.
When I move
With
my
a
lips.
T at the end. Bashert.
You're too fast.
Bashert.
Bashert.
You're doing
Meant to
good.
be.
You'll get it eventually.
Little B, a little bump. But that man over there, I got to give you a lot of credit. A lot of credit. It takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing. It takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing as well. You know, you're
As I cough.
Well,
you're already a pro at this.
Donna, do you have a cough drop?
Oh my God, will I never do that again? I'm learning every week, but I didn't want to cough on air as I was asking questions, and then I breathed it in and I couldn't stop.
What happens on my show? I sneeze.
Oh God.
What you do is you hold the microphone, and when you give us the signal, then they switch to her, and it gives you a chance to take either a gulp of water or a little honey or something.
I couldn't.
Yeah. These hand signals.
I know. It's like, well, which one does that
These
mean?
hand signals are an integral part. You have to. It's like it's a football game here.
Oh my
Head
gosh.
coach is going.
That's
This
what we
way.
did, Grace. I'm like,
Run
Grace,
this play.
Yeah, I know.
Josh.
And we're going.
all
What play?
this.
I didn't get that.
So you were so. I gotta tell you, he did his first show last week, and the guy, the guest, it was so good, and he was supposed to do only a half hour. I said, just keep it rolling, and we went to an hour. I mean, it was that good.
It was so good.
And he was so locked in First of all, he was looking at the TV screen and not the camera. That's the first thing. And then I went behind the duck over here, and I'm screaming at him, and he's not paying attention to me.
He was
commercial.
focused.
Right, he flew right through it. I said, commercial break. Want to take a break? You want? No, right through it. He was so locked in, and then he got confused. He said, "Wait a minute, wait, the end of the show? No, we keep going." It was so fun. We had to do some editing.
I'm sure.
You're the first person to ever say that.
No, I feel it when he was improvising.
Yeah, well, you make
I love that. That's what I said. When music at this point in my life only slows me down. I just love the improv of it and play.
Absolutely.
Johnny, she make any room.
Absolutely.
She's coughing into the mic. She's not.
She will make any room, even the bathroom, sound like
that's a serious,
amazing.
that's a beautiful voice.
Anyway, she goes. You can sing in my car and make it look like Carnegie Hall.
I know. I got tired of singing in my car, so I had to sing for you, Freddie.
I'm Italian. You see?
It's all about the music.
Yeah.
Music,
well, what a morning show I got tomorrow. Boy, do I have pieces. Woo, watch out now.
And you're making this so much fun for me.
Am I?
Yes.
I bet you're having a good time. Well, I mean, you're going to take that home, by the way.
No, I can't. I never got to save it. It's all about love.
Now, I just wanted to say real quick that, Dawn, your segment was brought to you by who?
Oh, Broughton Garage Door and Tavilla Properties. And we're going to have a new one next week. I'm picking up another sponsor.
I gave you the signal. And
I can't see it because I can't,
You're going to have a third one next week?
I'm gonna, yeah.
Congratulations.
Isn't that awesome? Yay. Absolutely. And I want to, I want to start sending out more so I can get more sponsors so I can actually have a show of my own.
And I got to tell you, if you look at the Super Bowl, the first thing they do when they interview all these players is they thank God for having the opportunity to be on that stage. Forget about who wins, loses, draws, or anything else for the time being, but that formula has been around a long, long, long time.
Well, he's been around forever, so amen to that.
We're just catching up.
All right, Sally, before we wrap up, you got to tell us what's in the stars and the alignment and the guides. Tell us for Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh! Well, it's Valentine's Day, so I guess they're already up there watching
They're banging
us.
Freddie on the head with the balloon. They're like, Freddie,
Yeah,
it's all about love today.
Someone was definitely doing that to you, Freddie.
No, Bob started.
It's in the stars.
Bob's fault. He called me and he says, Freddie, enough of nothing. But today is Valentine's Day. I got to spend it with the wife. So we got to do something nice for the wife because he's spending it with his wife over there. And they came into the studio to have a little meeting with us real quick. But
I know. They're telling us we got to wrap this up and we're not reading their hand signals. Sally, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. And to everybody here, happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, to everyone.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you. Be safe. It's all about love today. Sharon and Bob and Stewie and Dawn and Johnny. And to our incredible crew and Kendra, Erica, thank you for joining us for Valentine's Day all the way from LA. And to you, crazy man, happy Valentine's Day.
I think she was in Vegas.
Is she in Vegas?
I think so. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. If you don't have a significant other, it's really all about loving yourself.
1-800-FREDDIE. I hook you up.
Wow. And he continues. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.